Hey there, y'all, and welcome. I am yours truly, Miss J Sweet Apple, and I am bringing you a brand new pinup girl video today where I am unveiling some of my favorite vintage fall fashions right out of this bin, and I can't wait to go ahead and transition my closet and bring you guys along as I swipe out all of my summer pieces for some of the fall. So getting started on pulling for my closet and transitioning out of summer and into autumn, I definitely like to pull all of my vibrant pieces first, which would be like your tropical motifs, bright colors that really pop, and a lot of those floral prints too that are going to be a little bit more better suited for the next summer and even spring. I will begin to start to pull. I'll have you guys see what I'm pulling, and I will start with really just the dresses, and I'm not going to focus too much on my separates, but I will be pulling a good amount as I have two empty bins up here for me right now to go ahead and swap out, putting those beautiful pieces away, and then I will be unveiling my fall fashions here for you guys, and I'll get those hung up and in place of summer. So let's get started as I start to dive into these racks here and start to say goodbye to summer and hello to autumn. As you begin to see, I'll really be kind of narrowing down a lot of these pieces. Like this could still be considered fall, maybe with the right accessories, versus this piece here would probably be a lot more for spring. And then you've got stuff that I definitely can see, you know, transitioning into Christmas and into the winter with those color themes that can still be a little bit more summery right now and then transition. So it's so hard for me to have to narrow down what is going to be boxed away versus what I can still get away with wearing. So as I've been pulling, I've been kind of placing everything to the side here on a separate bar, where I've been kind of separating everything that's reproduction vintage, so all of my really favorite vintage inspired brands that are out there, and then I have on this side the pieces that are true vintage that will be boxed up hopefully separately. It's a little light on the true vintage as I do try to keep those in my closet for a lot longer versus my reproduction as I have so much. So as you can see, I've got my vintage, true vintage there, that this is all going to be boxed up, and then I've got my reproduction vintage here that will be boxed up hopefully separately, and that's just the start of transitioning my closet. Okay, so that was really fun to go ahead, pull a lot of those really fun pieces, but now we're gonna go ahead and focus on the unveiling of the fabulous fall and autumn pieces that are true vintage here. And nothing here is reproduction, this is just the vintage. And I try to, when I do my box ups, as you could see, I was really trying to keep in mind what was true vintage versus what was reproduction, and I do try to keep those a bit separate, but this is what I did come up with, popping out here of true vintage for the fall season. I can already remember this fabulous vintage suit, which is a fabulous swing style jacket with a lovely pencil skirt here. I love coming across vintage suits, especially when they have just that right touch of femininity and just really signature style of that 40s and 50s. And with this swing jacket, which is just in this lovely gabardine wool, and it's got this beautiful white, cream white and brown checker motif, and it's got sort of that kind of bellowed out sleeve here with a cuff. And if we look here, I do have a little label there. I found this at a thrift store, believe it or not, this matching suit set, and it was in Atlanta about 10 years ago. Clearly something somebody had no idea they had, and I got it for $5. I think the only thing I had to fix was the metal zipper here on the skirt was broken, but I did mend it and it is still usable in the original zipper, so I'm very proud of myself. What's awesome also about this set is I can wear the skirt absolutely by itself, or I can wear it with the matching jacket, or I could just wear the jacket without the skirt. And I just love the versatility of those things. And I do absolutely love about this skirt the motif here of these little arrows for the pleats. Skirt there. And with the skirt, I did have to go ahead and sew it in, as it was a little bit large in size for my figure, but I absolutely adore it. I've had it for years, like I said, about 10 years, and I can't wait to have this be one of my fun fall fashion pieces to be wearing out, especially when it starts to get chilly. I definitely am very excited. Now for the second piece here, another suit. I love this color. It's just like that right touch of almost that brown copper, and it's got that tweed mix to it, wool. So that's the pencil skirt here, a little wrinkly. I can steam it out. And then we've got a lovely suit jacket to match. And again, this is kind of that 40s, 50s look, very structured and fitted in this, in the blazer. Love the detailing here. Now with this suit, I actually purchased it at my old job where I worked at a resale vintage store, and I was a buyer there where we would go through customers' pieces and we would evaluate condition, see what we could take and resell it in the store while giving the customer a percentage of the profit. Now, when this customer came in with this suit, he had a trunk. I was very intrigued. I ended up going through his order where he told me the story that the trunk was buried from under a house, and it was probably been under there for 50 years. Everything stunk, so I did have to have this dry cleaned several times because the musty smell was just so intense. But it smells wonderful now. It is just a fabulous piece. I can't believe it was just under a house in a trunk buried in the ground. And now I've got the suit. I definitely had to take in the skirt to fit, and it's just an amazing, amazing piece. So I'm so happy to share it with you guys. Can't wait to start to wear this for the fall. What do we've got next? I always try to keep the belts attached to the dress that it comes with. So it's so important. They always get lost. Oh, I remember this one. Now this one's a little bit more wintry, but you could definitely get away with it in the fall. But I love that it's just this solid, like, stealthy gray blue with this beautiful, like, sweater knit, very fuzzy neckline, little bow there on the side. It's got 3 length quarter sleeves, nice nipped in waist with a side metal zipper there, and then just flows down to a nice little pencil skirt here. And I did get this dress at an estate sale here locally, and this was a honey hole, if I could really tell you. It was amazing to go into this estate sale. This woman had been some kind of hoarder and hoarded all of her vintage. I have a whole lot more of her stuff that I saved, and I will definitely have those unveiled to you guys in later posts. But I definitely love this little piece. It's just that one little signature, almost Marilyn Monroe like kind of look, and I could see this with a really beautiful, just subtle hat, maybe even something that could match this little sweater neckline here. And it did fortunately come with the original belt, so I absolutely adore this dress. Can't wait to have this steamed up and ready to be worn once it really does get into that cold weather season and into, you know, the winter. Up next, it looks like we've got a couple of separates, so maybe some tops here. Oh yeah, this one is beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is a little sweater short sleeve top. It does button up the front, and it's got this beautiful autumn motif here throughout the front and also all through the back too. It's kind of paisley print, but it definitely has a lot of just character. And I did get this again at my previous job. Just happened to come in. I think the girl said she got it at a church sale, which are really fun if you go to those. And I did have to make a couple of repairs. There were a couple of moth holes in it, but all the buttons are there. All the coloring and everything is still intact. Just a really, really beautiful piece to wear with, honestly, like a subtle little black pencil skirt, or even with some really cute high-waisted slacks. But just really an awesome piece for wearing for autumn, and definitely maybe even for Thanksgiving. This is such a Thanksgiving little sweater blouse there. I think it's just so pretty. Ooh, I love this yellow one. Definitely can go with some high-waisted slacks. And a couple of blouses, like this little Western style. And then this more classic Lady Manhattan, 1950s little button blouse. But it looks like we're moving into the dresses. Oh yeah, yes. Okay, so you remember how I was telling you the suit that I found in the trunk that was buried under the house? Well, this dress was also with the suit. And I just love this dress. I think it just really symbolizes what autumn is, and just that really simple feminine form. Complete button down front. I love that it's got this very flared A-line skirt, the signature of that 40s and 50s style. I'll show you a close up of the label there. See it? It probably had a belt that went with it, but it's no longer. And I just think that this is just such a simple dress, perfect for right around Halloween, even leading into Thanksgiving. This would be a great dress to wear, having a cute, maybe themed brooch for the season. Maybe even go all out with a really vibrant hat. I don't know, I've got a few over here that maybe I can choose from. I can't wait to wear this. I can't wait to wear this for the autumn season. I think it's just so fun. Oh. Sometimes when I see these, I don't recognize them right away. Oh yeah, yes. Okay, so this is a two-piece dress. This has a little bolero jacket that has this really just subtle dark brown, almost like a maroon tone to it with the cream lining in there. So that's, and oh yeah, okay, so this is the dress, and this is just a really fun, easy, it's gonna give you that more shelf bust look, and it flares into a really nice little semicircle skirt. And it's gonna be just a little bit more of that autumn touch, as it is just that really muted color. And it has just that really cute structuredness to it. And this is gonna be so fitted and lovely, and it sweeps down to this beautiful circle skirt. And with the it being a little bit more bare shouldered there, I love that it's got this matching bolero jacket. And it's still heavy enough that it's going to give you still a really nice warmness to when it starts to get cold, maybe in the evening or something. So be an easy transitional piece. And I didn't see a label other than the style. But yeah, so a really fun little fall piece there. Okay. Oh, look at the color on this one. With the belt, always a plus. Oh yeah, love this 1940s, very subtle in this kind of like green mustard. Oh my god, just super lovely. I love this dress for all of its button detailing, which is just so amazing that it actually buttons all around the back too. All around the back, so that was how your opening had no zipper on this dress, and I love just the shape of it. I do think that I will need to take it in, as it's looks a little big. I came across this dress when for my husband and I's first wedding anniversary, we went to Chattanooga. We ended up at an antique mall, and the mall ended up having a whole section full of vintage clothing, where I found this dress for probably only like $25. It did need some repair work under the arm, which I did take care of right away. It didn't really make too much of a difference, but I absolutely just loved the construction and the color, and I can't wait for this to be rockin' and rollin' for this upcoming autumn with some beautiful fall accessories, and especially with my red hair. I definitely am just looking forward to sprucing this up, definitely maybe trying it on, seeing if I need to take it in a little bit, and giving it a go. Really fun. Ooh. This one has a motif, definitely signature of autumn. Felt is a plus. And, oh yeah, this is a really pretty, very lightweight still, so it's ideal for still in this change of season. Beautiful autumn motif here in the subtle, very beautiful light cream, and just really subtle floral print here, almost like sunflower motif there. And I just love how it just has this really nipped in waist with a shelf bust little construction there, beautiful little amber plastic buttons there. And I again love that it came with the original belt. It has this beautiful full circle skirt, and a metal zipper down the middle of the back. I'm gonna show you the label there. And this dress, with it being made for a girl that is a little bit more taller and a little bit more in the torso, I did have to sew this in a little bit on the top just to kind of bring it up, but it does fit so well the last time I wore it. And it is just going to be a great piece for really jumping off the autumn season, because this is still, it's like lightweight cotton, so I can still wear this while it's still really hot and steamy out in Georgia here, and have this match perfectly with a autumn inspired sweater. I really love this motif. It really signifies autumn to me, and I can't wait to wear it. Oh, I'm starting to get to the bottom. Oh yeah, okay, so I got this one on eBay years ago. Beautiful dark olive green, almost like a gray green, with cream polka dot throughout. And this is just your signature almost I Love Lucy dress, because it does have such a nice nipped in waist with this really sewn in kind of peplum here, and then it flares out to this really lovely full skirt. Side metal zipper on it. I'm gonna show you the label there. And I thought I had a belt with it, but I didn't see it in the bin, so we'll have to make do without it. But again, this is just going to be, again, something that I can definitely wear immediately in the transition of autumn, with it being such a lightweight fabric, and it's short sleeve, so that's always nice, and to be able to wear it with a really beautiful autumn inspired sweater. I'm really excited. Okay, we're at the bottom. This is the last one. Last ones are always the best. So we've got the belt. Of course, that's always good. And I remember this dress. I do think this was also a eBay find. And this is just an amazing, amazing color and fabric. So this is like almost a silk blend with like maybe linen, or I wouldn't say it's cotton, but I love the stripe and the colors. This really signifies to me fall, Halloween, having fun. This could go really cool and witchy with some right accessories. I love it. Got 3-link sleeve, and let me show you the label there. And again, this is just one of those really beautifully nipped in waistline with a I think this is semicircle skirt. And I did sew this one in to be a little bit more fitting for me, so I can let it out in case it doesn't fit. Beautiful. I really do need to steam these. They're just so wrinkly. But yeah, so that's that. I hope you all had fun, and I had a blast as we unboxed my favorite fall fashions that were true vintage today. I also am so excited to be transitioning my closet from out of summer into autumn. I am also getting ready to get a lot of my Halloween out too, so stay tuned for a unboxing and unveiling of that. And I'll also be sharing more of my favorite fall and winter vintage fashions with you guys coming super soon. So definitely hit that subscribe button below to stay up to date on all of those fun vintage fashions, pinup girl lifestyles, and adventures that I will be sharing. Be sure to also follow me on my Instagram for all of my daily vintage fashions and fun videos that I share on there too. And I hope that you all have been staying safe, you stayed lovely, and most of all, stay vintage. Bye.